Shawna K, Challenge
Go again.
Hey, Shawna K, challengeworkouts.com. I help you with challenging workouts and pushing your personal best. And I'm here with Dr. Peter Osborne. And I know how important nutrition is for exercise recovery and injury prevention. And Dr. Peter, good friend, we're here at the Bellagio, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, but we're here. Dr. Peter has some great information in terms of how to prevent injury, how to recover more fully, how to build muscle, all the things that we need to do challenging workouts. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Absolutely. So most people work out, they spend the time working out, they put in the effort, and then when it comes to diet, they decide that's where they're going to fudge and cheat.
Themselves.
Right? And you cannot out-train a bad diet. I mean, that's a fundamental principle. So
right.
What happens is either they don't recover as quickly, and so they'll work out very hard, and they'll be sore 2 to 3 days longer than what they should.
Right.
So then they won't have as many workouts in a week to be able to achieve their goals.
Right.
Or they'll be more prone to injury. So maybe they'll have chronic pain in the elbow, like chronic tennis elbow or chronic golfer's elbow, chronic carpal tunnel problems or ankle problems, just kind of small plaguing injuries that prevent them from doing their best during their workouts. And what a lot of people don't realize is that food can be very inflammatory.
Right.
And so when we're trying to recover, what we put in is what allows us to be able to heal. And one of the main foods that creates problems in recovery and healing for people is gluten.
Right.
And so, especially if you're gluten sensitive, so a person who's eating a lot of gluten, who maybe they don't even know they're gluten sensitive, and the way that their body responds to gluten is through the lack of recovery, or through muscle damage, or through joint damage. So then they have these pain problems that, again, that plague their workouts.
Right.
And so what's the fix for that? Well, the fix can be going gluten-free. I actually have a gluten-free quiz. I'll give you a copy of that. You can send it to your subscribers, and this way they can kind of do a self-test to analyze whether or not there's the possibility for being gluten sensitive.
I think a lot of people are just like, they just don't want to consider that as an option, but they don't know how good they can feel, you know, if they, so it's not a be-all end-all that I'm never going to eat gluten again. Like maybe would a 30-day time period, would that give you time to figure out if you're feeling better, if you're recovering? Like how long do you think someone would need to go gluten-free to reap benefits?
If they're training really hard, the first 7 to 10 days of being on a gluten-free diet, they could actually notice a kind of a worsening effect before they get better, because their metabolism is making a shift from breads and carbs and pastas to more of the vegetables, to more of the meat. So there could be a 7 to 10 day lag. I always recommend, if you're not going to get tested, because there's an easy way to test for gluten sensitivity, and that's through genetic testing. But if you're not going to do testing, go gluten-free as a trial for a minimum of 6 weeks.
Okay,
that
so
way you
42
get that,
days, that's not a long time. It's not a long time if you can reap the benefits, right?
Right, and then what happens is, for a lot of people anyway, is after that first 6-week transition, if they go back and they try to eat massive quantity of bread, pasta, or cereal, or other gluten-based items, they know it. The joint pain comes right back. Or the injury or the headache or whatever it is that they were just kind of used to before. Because people learn to adapt to pain.
Exactly.
And they think that's the norm. Or they think they're just getting older.
Yeah, they don't, this is how I'm supposed to feel. You know, of course I'm supposed to be sore after my workout. Well, not 3 days later.
Right.
So, you're going to have more information for us, right? And so, highly recommend the gluten-free warrior, Dr. Peter Osborne, getting a hold of any of your information for reading, digesting, and possibly trying a gluten-free diet.
Absolutely.